Hi guys, welcome to Educating Shanny. I'm Shanny and I'm recovering from an eating disorder. Hi Shanny, hi! I'm still a little sick, a little bit sicker today than I was yesterday. Am I in focus? I don't even know how to tell. I don't know. So I'm still feeling pretty sick today, but I decided, you know what? I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna put on some makeup, even though I didn't do that very well. But I'm gonna put on some makeup, I'm gonna put on a really pretty sparkly shirt, and I'm gonna make my video of my 2016 highlights. Because my friends, I originally wrote the notes to do my 2016 pros and cons, but I decided I don't want to focus on the cons, I want to focus on the pros. And so here is my 2016 list of 16 highlights of my 2016 Number 1. My YouTube channel grew immensely in the past year. Okay, when I started this channel this year, not when I started it, but at the beginning of this year, I had under 400 subscribers and now I have almost 19,000 subscribers. That is freaking incredible, not to mention that over the past year, I got my first fan mail, I got my first P.O. box, we developed the Shanny Fannies and the Shanny family, and I developed so many wonderful friendships with other YouTubers and you guys and people who follow me and all that stuff. Like, I can't even believe, I had no idea that I would be able to find not just a supportive community, but another type of family, and it's just been wonderful. I am so proud of us. I'm proud of me for starting this, and I'm proud of you guys for making it thrive, because without you guys, this wouldn't be going. It would be dead, and it would be nothing without you guys. So you guys have done this. You've grown my channel for me. You help each other, you love each other, you talk to each other, you build friendships with each other, and that's what I want my channel to be about, because I'm done living in negativity. I did that for my entire life, and I know that that's what kept me sick, which is another reason I don't want to focus on the cons today. But anyway, so thank you all for that, for making it grow, for helping me get here, for not giving up on me, and for still not giving up on me, and for having faith that I will get through each little hard time that I keep getting to put on my hands, shoulders, and knees, and toes, and my head. Number 2, I freaking changed my entire sleep schedule around. Now, those of you that know me, even if you don't know me, I'll just tell you, since I was a little girl, I don't even remember ever sleeping during the night. I mean, I'm sure I did a couple hours here and there, but I just did not sleep well at night. I was always tired for school. I always did horribly in school because of that. I just was I just have been a night owl since I could breathe, probably. And I still am, but I have switched my schedule around because I have learned that even though it does go, it really, honestly, truly, I can say does go against my body chemicals. I really think some people are just built the way that I am, are just built to be night owls, and they thrive in the dark, they thrive in the night. But that doesn't matter. That doesn't like beat out the benefits of being up during the day. And so I ultimately decided to go against what my body wants, and it still is not happy with me. My body is not, but I'm going to believe and keep trying that maybe it will be. Maybe I can be one of those people that can change your body chemistry. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep trying because I've missed out on too much by sleeping through the day my whole life. A couple years ago, my schedule got as bad as, you know, I would go to bed at 6 a.m. in the morning and get up at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But the worst one that I was on is I would not go to sleep until about noon. Like, I would stay up all night long into noon and then fall asleep at noon and not get up till like 10 p.m. And when I woke up, everything was off. The lights were off, the house was asleep, my husband was asleep, my parents were asleep, everyone's asleep. And it just was a lonely place to be. And it sucks that I miss it, but I do. But I'm gonna keep on trying and to stay on the schedule at least better than what it was. I'm still not perfect, but I definitely get up way before noon now. I go to sleep and I get up before noon, so that's amazing for me. So I'm very proud of that. So that's a highlight. That's an accomplishment for me. So yay. Number 3, I have started singing more for you people. and for my family. And again, if you are my friends or family, then you know that besides losing Danny, singing in front of people is my biggest fear in the entire world. It really is. And it's because I have a very strong musical family, and I come from everyone in my family is musically talented. I also was born, not to brag, but with a very, very musical ear. I can hear things when they're barely off tune. I have perfect pitch. I could tell you where middle C is all the time. I can hear perfectly, but I can't get it out perfectly. And so I've always been extremely harsh on myself for that. Like, I can hear every time I post a video for you guys of me singing, I can hear 100 little things wrong with it, even if I'm just a little bit off, or even if I'm a lot off, or I crack, or whatever the case may be. And so it's always just been really hard for me to sing for other people, and I finally have found the confidence to do it and just start believing, you know what, that's okay. Like, I'm not the best singer in the world, and that's okay. I'm just gonna do it because I love doing it, and because people like it when I sing to them. And so that's why I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna keep doing it to try and be the best, because that's never gonna happen. I'm never gonna reach the standards of my musical ear. It's never gonna happen. That won't happen for anybody. I have a really good musical ear. So that sounds so braggy, but it's true. So anyway, that's a big deal. I am so grateful that I was able to figure out how to do that for you guys, and then carry it on into my family and sing for my family, and that's a big deal. So I'm super, super proud of that. Number 4, Danny and I got a brand new niece and nephew this year, which is amazing. I can't tell you their names or show you their picture, but they're adorable. They're just little babies still. They're just a few months old each, and they're adorable, and I love them. And Danny is just the cutest thing. When we go over to his mom's house and the babies are there and he holds the babies, he is just the cutest little, he just wraps it up in his little arms, and he just tells that everything's gonna be okay, and he gives them a night, and he sings the lullabies and go night, and the babies just fall asleep because they love Uncle Danny so much, because everybody loves Uncle Danny, and he's the baby whisperer, and so I know he's just gonna be the best daddy in the whole world, because he's really cute and he's really sweet and people like him. Do you see what NyQuil does to me? Number 5, I got a viral video this year on YouTube. Wow, that's amazing. For those of you that don't know, but I'm pretty sure 75% of you found me because of that video, I made a video called A Day in the Life of a Bulimic Video, and although it's brought me a lot of pain, it also has brought a lot of awareness. It's brought a lot of help for other people to not feel alone, and I'm really proud of that. I'm choosing to focus not on the comments that are bringing me down and telling me I'm a horrible person for putting that on the internet. I'm choosing to focus on the people who tell me that it helped them to feel like they're not alone. It helped them to know that, why are you smiling? They're not weird, and they're not the only person out there who stays up and binges and purges, and that people can get help. And that's what I'm doing. I'm getting myself help, and I'm getting better, and I'm showing those people that yes, I was once where you are at, and now I'm getting better, and you can too. So I don't care how much hate people want to throw at me for that video. I will carry that video with me for the rest of my days. That's fine. But I am grateful, even if it had helped just one person out there, I'm grateful that I did it, and I'm proud that I did it. And yeah, so yeah. Number 6 is my binging and purging. My bulimia has gone so downhill, like in a good way. Uphill? Wait. The amount has gone downhill, but the recovery has gone uphill. How do I say that?
Don't say hill.
I have been binging and purging way less.
There you go.
How do I say this? The beginning of this year, I was binging and purging probably anywhere from 2 to 5 times a day. And now I have, in the past 3 months, I believe I've binge and purged about 9 times in the past 3 months, which is incredible. Or 2 months? 2 months? 2 months? Barely at all. I can't even remember, because that's how little I do it now. Like, I've turned my body around. I've turned my natural feelings around. I no longer feel like I naturally have to binge and purge like I did a few months ago. I'm changing. I'm getting better. I'm getting so much better. I can't even believe it, you guys. Like, it just doesn't even feel real to me because I feel like I'm becoming a new person, and that's crazy and it's scary and it's hard. Which brings me to number 7. Number 7 is that I gained 20 pounds this year, but I gained 20 pounds of health because any food that I was keeping down, any time that I wasn't starving myself or over laxatizing or any of that stuff, was a win, was a plus. And yes, I gained 20 pounds because my body was used to throwing up everything I ate or starving everything away. And I wasn't doing that anymore. And so my body just wanted to grab on to whatever it was that I was keeping down and hold it. And that's what happened. And that's what happens in recovery. That's the first part of recovery. That's why they say it's the hardest part to get through, is that very first part, because you're gonna gain weight most of the time. And that's what happened to me. And so I'm gonna choose to not listen to the voices that tell me, oh, you gained 20 pounds, you're disgusting. I'm gonna listen to the voice that said, hey, do you realize how you gained 20 pounds? It's because you kept all that food down. You kept all that healthy food down. You didn't gain 20 pounds of fat. You gained 20 pounds of health. And that's what matters. And I'm looking forward to the time when my body feels well enough that I can get healthy in a normal way. Because for me, eating anything right now is healthy, but that might not be healthy for other people. For me, eating anything, I don't care what it is, if I keep it down, for me that's healthy. But I can't wait to get to the point where I am a normal healthy person, where I will have the strength to exercise and eat right and all of those things. But for now, I'm very proud that I am just focusing on getting my body some nutrients and keeping food down in general. And then maybe in 2017, I'll become one of those people who can focus on the healthy, the normal health aspect of weight loss or weight gain or whatever I need to do at the time. Number 8, I started going out on my own. A year ago, a little more than a year ago also, up until a year ago, let me say that, I would not even leave the house without Danny, and I'm not joking. I would not even go to the store, I would not go for a drive, I wouldn't go to church, I wouldn't go anywhere without Danny, anywhere. And now I am learning to do things on my own. I'm learning to be a grown-up, which is hard for me, because it's hard for me. That's a whole nother video, but I'm learning things. I'm learning how to go out and run errands and I'm starting to cook again for my husband. I haven't done that for years and years, since we were first married. I'm learning how to go to the bank. I'm learning how to go to the post office. I'm learning all of these new things that I never knew before. And I know that might seem pathetic to some of you, and I'm sorry, but I'm a late bloomer. I had reasons, and I'm trying, and that's all I can do. I am trying. I am learning every day. I'm learning something new every day, and I'm really proud of myself for getting out of the house as much as I have, and especially for doing it on my own when I need to. So I'm really, really proud of that. So I gotta get through this video. I'm only halfway through this video, and I feel like I'm gonna throw up and I'm gonna pass out, and I feel so sick. Oh, I hate being sick. You wanna come finish this for me?
You got it.
Number 9, Danny got a new job and we got a new marriage. That's not how I wanted that to come out. Danny got a job. He actually got a job a couple years ago, but it really started taking off just this year in the film industry. He is the main thing he does is he builds props, and he's like a props designer, and he's a props master, and he does all that kind of stuff. He also helps on set with filming things. He does a lot of assisting for the director and things like that, and he's so good at it. It's where he belongs. He's wonderful, and I've never ever been more happy for somebody in my entire life than I am for Danny, that he got that job and that he is being successful in it. Like, he deserves it so much. He's worked his entire life in crap jobs that treat him like crap, and doing it because I couldn't work, and he took care of me and he did everything. And now I'm trying to give back to him by making this my job, and he is now finally at a job that he deserves to be at, and he comes home exhausted but so happy every day, and I love it. I love seeing that. That is so rewarding. As hard as it gets sometimes for me to let him go for that long at a time, it's been really good for me, and I've had to learn a lot of independence on my own without him. And as far as the marriage goes, it put a little dent in our marriage. It did. Not just that, some other personal things too that we don't need to go into, but I can also say that over the past few weeks, we've been working really hard on our marriage, and we are stronger than ever, just like I knew we would be, because every time we hit a rough patch, we come out so much stronger than we were before we went into it. So number 10, I got a very special letter from one of our church leaders. His name is Elder Holland, and he is one of our 12 apostles. If you don't know anything about the LDS Church, or the Mormon Church is what you know us from, we have a prophet and he has 2 counselors, and then we have 12 apostles below them, and Elder Holland is one of those 12 apostles, and he wrote me a letter of encouragement because you all know my friend as JoJo, wrote him a letter saying, hey, this girl that I'm best friends with now, I love her, she's helping me find God again, she's helping me with this and that and blah, 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 and she doesn't think she's of any worth to your church, can you please do something? And so he wrote me a letter and told me how proud he was of what I was doing, and told me how proud he was of what I was doing for myself, and how I was helping the people that I have helped to find God, which have only been a few, but that's something. And he just told me how proud he was of me, and that just, I mean, that's one of the biggest highlights of my year for sure. Like, that was incredible to have that happen. Number 11 is probably the biggest factor in my recovery this year, which is that I was able to forgive my dad. And that is a big deal. I learned this year, I learned what forgiveness is, and I learned what it can do for yourself, not for the other person, but for you. And I learned that, and I'm grateful that I learned that, and I'm grateful that I went through the process of forgiving him, and I'm grateful that I chose to forgive him, because it released me of the pain. I didn't do it for him, I did it for me, and I'm glad that I did. I have never felt that kind of peace before, and now when I see him and I know that he's a changed man, I feel peace, and I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful for him. And I'm also grateful that now I can reconnect with my little brother Ammon, and I love him so much, and he has a YouTube channel that he started this year also. Please go check him out, I will put the link below. And he's amazing, and he is an angel. He is an absolute angel. I wish I could explain why. Just trust me, you guys, he's an angel. But he's wonderful. So I love you, Dad, I love you, Ammon, and I'm really, really grateful that that happened this year. So I love you guys. Number 12 is kind of a serious one, and it's kind of something that means a lot to me. So if you could just hold your laughter or your applause or your, you know, whatever. Are you ready for this? Haters Back Off came out on Netflix this year. October 14th might have been the most exciting day of my life, or the year anyway, because Haters Back Off came out on Netflix, and I stayed up until 6 in the morning watching it right the second that it came out at midnight, and I watched every single episode, and I've watched it literally 9 times already, and it just came out in October. And also they just announced a season 2. And that's a highlight for me. So I love you, Colleen. What if she were to see this? Can you imagine? Oh my gosh, I would throw up. I would be so nervous. I would throw up my shiz like that. Not in a bulimic way, like in a nervous, like. Let's move on. Okay. Number 13, I introduced Motivation Monday to Educating Shanny, and I really love it. I know that it only gets like half the views as my other videos, but I personally love it. I love playing that arrogant character, Shanny character that knows everything and tries to teach you things, and because it's, my battery just died. Are you gonna die on me again? This is the 3rd time. Please don't die. It's not telling me it's dead. What was I even talking about? Even though they're all very silly videos and silly natured and everything, like I mean everything I say in there, I just say it in a really ignorant and funny way. And I enjoy doing that, because if you know anything about acting or anything like that, like it's really fun to act like an ass. And that's why I like doing Motivation Monday, because I have a good message in there, but I love acting like a douchebag to get it across. And I can blame it on a character. If I call it Motivation Monday, then I can be a douche. So that's great. So, Number 14, we had a really wonderful Thanksgiving this year because my entire family, all of my siblings, all of my nieces and nephews, everybody was here for Thanksgiving, and that's rare these days. We are not able to get our ginormous family together all at the same time anymore. That does not happen very often. And so Thanksgiving was just wonderful for me. That's probably one of my biggest highlights with my family, with my side of the family. It was so much fun. We had so much fun playing together and living together and singing together and going out together and doing things together and crying together and laughing together and being together and watching movies and all kinds of things, just being a family. It just really rejuvenated me, and it made me feel really happy and fun and special and uplifted, and I just love my family so much, and it was really, really nice to be with them. So I will never forget all the memories that we created this Thanksgiving. It was absolutely fantastic. Number 15 and 16 kind of go together. Number 15 is my teeth. Beginning of this year, I was only missing, I believe, 4 teeth, I think, total. 3 down here and 1 up here, I think. And now I am missing all of those on the bottom, 2 of those up there, 4 of those up there, and those are basically the only ones that I left that connect. That's the only place I can chew, and even those are going. They're almost dead, so. I put my teeth as a highlight because of the enormous, overwhelming support that you guys have given me, and everybody who donated to my teeth. I can't even tell you. I started a GoFundMe account to get me some teeth because my dentist told me that they were not going to last much longer and I needed dentures, and permanent dentures would probably be best because of my age and blah, 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 and they're super expensive. So I started a GoFundMe account back when we didn't have money. We didn't have a lot of income. I made some stupid decisions along the way, you guys. Let's be honest, I did, and I've apologized for that, and I'll apologize for it forever. The GoFundMe account was taken down after it had raised, I think, $2,800 from you guys. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys know how grateful I am. I could not be more grateful. I don't even know how to put it into words. I really don't. Like, it's impossible. Thank you so much. And then since then, I've had an anonymous donor, anonymous to you. I know who it is, but it's anonymous to you, that has stepped up and offered to pay off the rest of my teeth. And that is nothing short of a miracle. That is absolutely fantastic, and I could not be more humbled and more grateful. I am very stupid though, and I said that I wanted to start another GoFundMe, and I will apologize for that forever. I don't know what I was thinking. I said, you know, maybe I should start another GoFundMe to try and pay back the donor that donated $20,000 or $37,000 or whatever it was, but you guys put me in my place, so thank you. Live and learn. I was stupid. I don't know why I said that. Obviously, I should just be grateful and be humble and accept the help that was offered to me, and also accept what you guys gave me as well. And I took that to heart, so I'm sorry again. I will apologize for that forever. I feel terrible for saying something so stupid, but to stay positive here, I am super, super grateful, and I can't even, words are just not existent that would say how thankful and grateful, and I can't even though, because I try and I can't, because I'm not the best with words, as you all know. Seriously, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Okay, and number 16, the 16th highlight of 2016 for me was hitting rock bottom. This might sound like a low light or a con, but my goodness, my friends, it was a pro. Because hitting rock bottom, being in a situation where I was almost forced to stop throwing up, but also it came down to life or death for me. It did. It came down to infection or living and not having bulimia anymore, or else staying infected and dying eventually, or dying because of my bulimia in other ways or whatever. Like, my health got so bad to the point that I almost didn't have a choice. However, I still did have a little bit of a choice, and that was really, really important for me. That was really important. Had my choice been taken completely away, I would have failed. I really do think I would have. Now, that's something I could have worked on, but I'm saying where I was at the time, I probably would have failed had I not had any choice. Luckily, I had a little bit of wiggle room. I had a tiny bit of choice to make that decision to get better, and I did it. And I've been waiting my whole life, not my whole life, that's an exaggeration. I've been waiting since I was 5 years old, so almost my whole life, to hit rock bottom and to make something snap within me that makes me want to get better, and it just was not happening. But this year it finally happened. Everything came together. It was like a perfect storm of my teeth and my other health problems and money and family and my marriage and my friends and my YouTube and being bullied, and all of these things just piled on at once, and all of a sudden I just broke. I just broke. And I'm just really, really grateful that I did. I am. I'm really, really grateful that I did. Yeah. Okay, so there are my 2016 highlights for this year, and you guys know the lowlights. We don't need to talk about that. You've been following me all year, and I'm not sweeping them under the rug. I'm not deciding to not talk about them because I don't want to, you know, be one of those people that only talks about negative. It's just that this video in particular, I just wanted to focus on the positive. It was really good for me to do this. It was good for me to write this video in a positive way instead of focusing on the cons as well. So I encourage you to do the same, to look back on your life in the past year and look at the highlights of your life and see what they are, and tell me in the comments below if you're comfortable sharing any of those with me. I would love to hear it. Seriously, all of my Shanny Fannies out there, tell me at least one of your highlights this year. There's got to be at least one. And I guarantee you there are more than just one. You just have to look really hard sometimes and just look at the silver lining and look at the glitter that is trying to emerge from the dirt of when the water gets it muddy and the glitter disappears in the mud because it's iridescently sparkly, and so you kind of have to get the dry dirt for the glitter to show up. So you have to dry out the moisture that was depressing you and bring the dirt back to its natural state and let the glitter shine through so that you can find the glitter and the rainbows that lead to your pot of gold. So okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. I haven't asked that in a long time, but I'm asking you now. And please hit the little notification, annoying little notification bell, so that you can for sure be subscribed to me and stay subscribed to me and get notified when I put out new videos, because I don't want you to miss a thing. And I don't want to miss a thing. Oh, that's right, I'm sick. I should not be singing today. You're welcome. Anyway, thank you all for helping me realize these highlights and for helping me find these highlights and for giving me some of these highlights. A lot of this came from you guys, and I'm super grateful for you. I love you with all of my heart. My voice is getting shaky because I feel sick. I love you guys with all of my heart. I don't know where I would be without you. I'm very, very grateful, and I'm so grateful to call you my Shanny Fannies, but to also call you my YouTube family, and I don't know where I'd be without you. So, so everybody, find the positive in your life and live through that and not the negative. And if you fall and you slip into the negativity, that's okay. I do that 10, 20 times a day. You just got to pick yourself back up and try again. Anyway, I love you guys very much with all of my heart, and I will see you next year. So I love you, and remember forever and always that you are beautiful, you are worth it, and I am too. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Bye. That's as good as you're gonna get. I love you. Bye.